So we're just gonna start with some thoracic extension. So we're gonna hang out for like a full minute in this position, and this is where you're gonna use your some sort of a block, a bolster, whatever it is. So your thoracic spine is anywhere from the bottom of the shoulder blades up to the top. So whatever you're gonna use, this block or roller is gonna go right kind of in the upper back, somewhere around your shoulder blades. So you're going to put it in that area, okay? I'm just gonna go ahead and support my head. Depending on how high your setup is, you are more than welcome to just totally fall over. But if that's too much on the neck, then I just want you to put your elbows out nice and wide. And we're gonna be here for a full minute. So I really want you to just concentrate on slow, deep breaths. So I'm gonna inhale. As I exhale, I'm just trying to sink my body over a little bit further. Okay, you can have your knees bent or straight. Again, whatever you have, use it, okay? Pillow, a rolled up t-shirt, just something to give yourself a little bit of push up in that middle back. So again, you're just breathing deeply. You can kind of sway side to side. Again, just open up the chest, let yourself collapse. 15 more seconds. So hopefully you get a little bit further than when you started. Okay, bend your knees if they're not bent. Slowly just kind of start going side to side as we end up coming up higher. So just come out of it slowly and then just kind of rock yourself around a little bit, round out the back, lengthen the back, round and lengthen. Okay, now we're gonna bring that roller to your neck just for a pause. If you don't have anything, you can just kind of massage your upper neck a little bit and work on some extension through there. So pull. If you do have a roller, you're gonna put it like a pillow, but on your neck. Pull your chin down towards your chest. And we're just gonna kind of rock side to side. So shake your head no, or you can even move your whole body side to side. Don't worry, we're not going to do everything with the roller today. So if you don't have one, that's okay. All right, we're going to come on out. We're going to grab that, whatever our roller or your block, and we're just going to go ahead and push hard together. 3, 2, 1, and then just relax, and we're going to bring that up over the head. So here I'm trying to keep my low back down on the ground. Come up, squeeze your hands together. 2, 3, relax over the head. Try to keep the spine neutral. Back up, squeeze. 1, 2, 3, and all the way back down. Back up. Now we're just going to do some rotation. So without allowing my hips to move, I'm just going to start with some nice, slow, straight arm, upper body rotations. It's okay if your shoulder comes off the ground, but I'm trying to keep the hips straight. Let's do one more each side. And again, if you don't have a block or anything, you can just do this with your arms straight. Okay, now we're gonna do protraction, so pulling my shoulders up to the sky and then pulling my shoulders down. Press up, pull down. So retraction is just kind of like those scapular push-ups. I'm just trying to get some range of motion through the shoulders and shoulder blades. Arms stay straight. Okay, now we're going to try to do some circles with our shoulders. 4, 5. Switch directions. Again, trying to get range of motion through the shoulder joint, not bending the arms. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we're gonna flip over. Again, you're gonna grab your roller or your block or your pillow. And if you have a roller, what you're gonna do is we're gonna roll our chest, our arms out and our chest towards the ground. And then I come back up. If you don't have it, just walk your hands out, push, and walk them back in. Okay, so we're gonna do 5 of these. Big exhale, push. Inhale up. Exhale, push, exhale. One more. Okay, one hand's gonna go either out on the floor or on your block. And I'm just gonna rotate from my torso open to closed, open, close. And just kind of move around whatever feels tight. So we're really focusing on underneath the shoulder, kind of like the armpit area, that lat, maybe the tricep. Again, just move around whatever feels good to you. Try to keep that arm straight. Again, you can use even like a bench or a couch for this to put your arm up. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. Again, one arm goes up, you start shoulders square and open. Lots of breathing. Okay, come on up. All right, we're gonna put this to the side, and then we're gonna go into a tabletop position. So let's go through a few cat-cows, just to warm up the spine. Big exhale, round it out, separate the shoulder blades. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades. Push your pelvis up, tuck. All right, we're gonna find neutral. Pull the belly button in nice and tight. And one arm, we're gonna go over the head and slow snow angels. You're gonna tuck your hand behind you, bring it up as high as you can. Okay, I'm trying to float my hand and arm as high as I can. Thumb up, palm down, rotate, reach back, and slow all the way back. Core is tight, nice neutral neck. We're gonna do 5 on each side. One more. And rest that hand down. Just kind of shake it out a little bit. Find that neutral position again. Low back is flat. Okay, other arm, thumb up. Slow rotations. Bring that hand behind the back as far as you can. And continue. 1, core is tight. Everything's kind of braced together. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's sit it back to child's pose for a second. Heels down butt towards the heels. Walk your hands forward. And on your own, whatever feels good, you're gonna walk your hands to one side. Pull through that side body. Walk your hands to the other side. And pull through the side of your body all the way down to the hip. All right, back to center and come on up. All right, so we're gonna go into an ankle stretch or a heel cord stretch. So what I'm gonna do is gonna bring one leg up. The other leg is kind of just off to the side. So I usually just kind of have it out like this. You could be kneeling on it, but what we're trying to do is we're gonna try to put all of our weight onto this leg. So you're gonna put your torso on this thigh. The other leg is just kind of hanging out. You're trying not to use that. Making sure your toes are forward and your knee is directly over the toe. So I don't want to be like this. Okay, so I'm really trying to work kind of my Achilles. And what you're going to do is you're going to put all of your weight on that knee and push. So I'm just trying to get my knee over my toe as far as I can. And my heel's just about to come off the ground. And I'm just going to go in and out of end range right there. If you can't get to this position because of your knees, what you can do, if you're here, stay here. If not, you can put your foot up and just bend your knee as far as you can forward. Always making sure that knee tracks the toe directly. Stay in that position if you're still in that kneeling, but making sure our knee doesn't collapse in, pushing directly over the middle of the toe. Okay, so keep going. That side. Yeah, hey Carol, 2, 1. Okay, we're gonna come out really slowly. Before we switch sides, I want you to just tap out those feet a little bit. Okay, and then we're gonna switch sides, either standing on a block or even putting your toe up on the wall. Okay, toes forward, putting my weight on that thigh and leaning in to stretch out the Achilles, the heel cord, the soleus, not the calf muscle, because our knee is bent, so we're not activating the calf because it crosses the knee joint. Remember, you could do this standing if this is too much on your knee, or just getting in this position is odd. This is going to help when you're doing squats and lunges and that kind of thing to not allow your toe to rotate out. And a lot of times when that happens, our knee collapses in, and then we're going to get knee pain, knee injury, that kind of stuff is not very stable. My brother, sorry. Okay, let's come on out. We're gonna tap out our feet a little bit. All right, now we're gonna start in kneeling position. One leg is out to the side. You can either have your toe up or flat leg. Hip is over this front or this knee, and the back toe is whatever's comfortable for you. So the focus is on inner thigh here. So what we're gonna do is just a little rock. You rock back and forth. Back and forth. So hips towards the knee, hips towards the heels. But I'm really trying to lengthen through that leg and get an inner thigh stretch. 9, 7, 8. Good. Let's go 2 more. 9, 10. Now, weight on your hands, and I'm going to lift this leg. Don't worry if you can't get it off the ground. Just try to activate that glute. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to do another 5 rocks. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're gonna kneel. Hand goes outside, so I'm long through that whole length of the side, and I'm gonna reach as far as I can. So this is the side stretch. It's also really good for really tight low back. All right, come on back to kneeling. We're gonna have both feet underneath us, and other leg is gonna go out to the side. Again, whatever's comfortable for you, heel up, straight leg, whatever it is. Okay, and then I'm gonna shift back and forth. Shift, stretching out that inner thigh, that adductor. 3, 4, we're gonna do 10 rocks. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, weight in the hands. We're gonna do 10 lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Coming up to that kneeling position, hand goes out and reaching as long as you can through the whole side body. 5 breaths. Okay, come on up. All right, we're gonna go back to tabletop. Okay, and we're gonna go through just some bird dog extensions. So the focus of this is to keep the spine neutral. So you're gonna extend one leg behind you. Okay, don't allow your hips to open. Keep them nice and square. Belly button's pulled in. Other arm extends. I'm gonna float. Don't let your back arch. Pull the belly button in. I'm going to pull my knee to my elbow and elbow to knee. Reach back long. Again, not allowing this arch in the back. Pull the belly button in. Inhale, crunch. Exhale, straighten. Just for 5. 2, 3. Also, as you extend that leg, try to keep the hips square to the ground. And 5. Go ahead and rest both arm and leg down, but they're still in front of you. Now we're gonna go lateral slides. So I'm gonna have my arm and leg up. I'm gonna go out to the side and back to center. Both out to the side, back to center. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now this leg's gonna cross over and I'm gonna slide it out as far as I can as I sink my hip back. So I'm just gonna show you what it looks like from behind. Cross over, sink. So you're trying to push this hip out to the side and really get that hip capsule here. We're gonna hang out here for a few. You can kind of go in and out of the end range and rock side to side. And of course, off your wrists if you need to. Okay, let's come back to our tabletop. All right, we're gonna go ahead and extend the other leg. Okay, square up hips. So when I say squared hips, what I mean is if you had a block or a stick on your low back, it wouldn't fall off. Oh, okay, so we're trying to keep it square. Belly button's in tight. Okay, let's float that leg. Other arm comes up. Belly button's in, pulling that elbow towards the knee underneath the body. Extend, hips are square. Belly's in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest them down for a second. Okay, we're gonna go back up and laterals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leg crosses. Sink back, push it. That hip goes out to the side. Find that spot where you're feeling the hip capsule stretch. Pushing the hip out laterally. You can sink up and down or shift right to left. Big breaths. Always trying to push that hip lateral. Okay, we're gonna come back up. All right, you're gonna go ahead and lay on your sides. We're gonna do open book stretch. I just see a few more people, Carol and Amanda. Okay, so we're gonna lay on our side. You're gonna rest down. If you wanna use the block for a pillow, feel free to. Knees are up 90 degrees at the hip. Knees and hips are stacked. Closed arms. What we're gonna do today in our open book stretch is sweep our top arm. Sweep it over, doesn't have to touch the ground, into open, and coming back to close. Inhale here, exhale, open, inhale, close. I'm trying to keep my hips stacked and knees stacked as much as I can. Making sure you're breathing full exhale when you get to that full open stretch. And inhale as you come back down. So this is thoracic rotation, focusing on that middle back. Okay, we're gonna stay in that closed position. Now you're gonna bend your bottom elbow straight up to the sky. Okay, bottom elbow's bent. I'm gonna put my other hand right on the wrist, kind of grab the wrist or top of the hand, and I'm going to push my hand down towards my thighs. However, I'm not letting this shoulder roll up. So I'm trying to push that shoulder down into the ground. Internal rotation is also called a sleeper stretch. You can either come in and out of here, and pillow encouraged. Come in and out just a little bit. You're trying to mostly stay in end range, making sure that elbow's directly out from the shoulder and elbow's 90 degrees. So I don't want my elbow down. I want my elbow out. Find that end range, do some pulsing. So this is internal rotation of the shoulder. A healthy joint you should get about 45 degrees to the ground without allowing that shoulder to roll. So keep the shoulder blade on the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we're gonna flip and do the other side. I'm just gonna flip over to face you. We're gonna do the same series. So you're gonna start with your knees up, knees, hips are stacked 90 degrees, arms out, rest your head, whatever you have. Big inhale, exhale, sweep, and open. Inhale, close it back up. Exhale, sweep. Keep going, we'll do 10 of these. So when we sweep that arm over our head, we're just gonna get a little bit more of a chest and pec stretch and a little bit in the lats as well. Always trying to hit end range on the exhale. Last 2. And 10. Okay, we're gonna go back. So for that sleeper stretch, bottom elbow is bent. Other hand goes right on the wrist. We're bringing our palm towards the ground, fingertips towards the knees. Shoulder stays down. You're going to try to find that end range, and you're going to go in and out of it. Shoulders down on the ground still. I like to stack my shoulders up to kind of help keep that weight, to keep the shoulder down. Four, 3, 2, 1, and slowly come on out. All right, next up. Okay, we're just gonna flip over to plank position. We're gonna do a few plank to down dogs, and then we'll do some deep lunge work. So plank position, hips are square, belly button's in. We're gonna exhale to down dog. I encourage soft knees to really fold yourself in half. And on the inhale, you're gonna go back to plank. Exhale to down dog. Shift those hips up to the sky. Inhale to plank. Exhale. Folding yourself in half, trying to get your belly to touch the thighs. Okay, one more. Now, as we shift forward, we're gonna bring our right foot to the outside of the right hand. So we're in that deep lunge. Drop your knee if you need to. Hands are gonna stay on the ground if possible. If not, you're just gonna be up tall, or you can feel like you use a block or use your foam roller to kind of just stabilize you. So from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to lift and lower my back knee off the ground. 4, 5, 6, 7. Try to squeeze your butt at the same time. 8, 9, 10. Hold it up. Now I'm going to do little circle rocks. 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay here. I'm just going to switch so you can see me. Okay. Now I'm going to push my knee out to the side. You can either try to keep your toes down on the ground, or it's okay if you roll to the outside. So this is just a little external rotation in the hip. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we're gonna go back to our plank. So you'll step back to plank. We're gonna go back 5 more plank to down dogs. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Two more. And on this last one, we're gonna step that left foot to the outside of the left hand. Drop the knee, get to whatever position you need to be in, whether that's elevated on a block, having your hands up or not, or lifting and lowering our back leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it, circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna go back, knee down, and push that leg out to the side for that external rotation at the hip. One more deep breath. All right, let's step back and walk your hands back to your feet. Okay, we're gonna stay in this forward fold position, and we're just gonna work a little bend and straighten. We're gonna finish with some hamstring work. Bend to straighten. So every time I lift my hips, I'm trying to pull my chest down a little bit more. Pull, so you're trying to fold yourself a little deeper. Okay, so last thing you're gonna need, if you have a towel, a resistance band, a stretching strap, grab whatever you can do. So we're gonna strap our foot. So you're gonna be on your back. If you have a super bouncy resistance band, just double it up. So on our back, you're gonna strap your leg. Other leg can be bent or long, whatever's comfortable for you. So what we're gonna do is a little active, passive work. So I'm long. I'm gonna do the work. So I'm stretching with the band. I'm pulling back. So your leg is relaxed. We're gonna hold for 10 seconds. And then I'm going to actively push away from the band. So I'm gonna push down and activate my hamstrings for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now release and do the work. This is our active, passive stretching. We're here for about 20 seconds. We'll do 5 series of these. Okay, we're gonna active, 1, 2, flex, 3, 4, 5, relax. It's okay if your knee's not straight either. You can always go in between bent and straight, but again, you're trying to do the work for that passive stretch. Okay, flexing hard again, active, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. Pushing again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. My hamstring's really shaky today. It doesn't want to stay straight. Last one, active, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and big relax. Try to get as deep in that stretch as you can. 3 deep breaths. Okay, we're gonna release, and I'm just gonna have you pull that leg across the body for a little spinal stretch. Okay, we're gonna switch sides. So strapping your foot. Other leg is whatever comfortable for you, bend straight. I'm gonna start with my passive, so I'm doing the work with the band. We're just kind of getting into it. Again, your leg doesn't have to be straight, but you're still trying to pull it behind your head. All right, let's add that active. Push, straighten that leg out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. Always trying to breathe deeply into your stretch. Okay, active push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and passive. So the more you can breathe and relax, the deeper you'll get into your stretch. So try not to fight it. And that's also why we hold stretches longer than 30 seconds, because your body doesn't have enough time to relax in 30 seconds. It takes about 90 seconds for the body to actually change. And active. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. This is also called PNF stretching for anyone who wants to look that up. PNF, which is, it goes between active and passive. It's really good if you have a partner, but a band will do just fine. Or you can even put your foot up on like a wall or a step or like a bar, like a ballet bar. Okay, active. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. But really consciously trying to go deeper every time. You have to work hard at getting deeper in those stretches. It's going to be a little uncomfortable and shaky. Okay, 2 more. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Okay, last active. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and last 3 deep breaths and relax. You drop your strap and bring it across the body for spinal stretch. And slowly come on up.